How everybody doing? Beautiful. I'm not going to give you no speech today. I'm going to read some poetry. I've been giving speeches all day. I'm feeling sick, coughing. I'm going to read some poetry. A lot of people don't get to hear me read poetry. My dad told me that I'm giving up my poetry license. Whenever he speaks, what's funny, when I go hear my father speak, when they book him to speak, he reads a poem. When they book him to read a poem, he speaks. He does both. I guess he's keeping them off balance, letting them know that writing and poetry and culture is art, and culture is politics.
That's right.
So the way you change the community, you change people's minds. And you change people's minds by affecting what they feel and believe and think.
That's right.
And you affect what people believe, feel, and think through culture. You might not understand that, but you should. Like the music you listen to, the poetry you hear, the places you go, the clothes you wear, the conversations you have, the magazines you read, the books that interest you, the movies that's out. All of those things are culture. And they affect the way you feel, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you walk. And that changes things. So if the culture is a violent, misogynist kind of culture that speaks to killing each other and death and drug addiction, then there's no wonder that the kids are moving in that direction. So if all of the music you listen to is inviting you to get high, then there's no wonder why you're walking around high. Right? At 8:30 in the morning. Like kids weren't born thinking about Percocets and promethazine. A 14-year-old kid don't even know what promethazine is. Somebody had to introduce him to promethazine. Like if I gave a speech about promethazine, nobody would listen to me. They wouldn't even think, I was serious. If I went to a school and said, all you guys should be taking promethazine. And they were like, what's wrong with this crazy dude? But I could put some music and some beats on it and say, I'll pop a perk. Right? And before you know it, all the kids is Percocet, they, mixing promethazine. And that's the power of culture. So I'm going to shut up, read a poem for you, maybe two, I don't know. I got a book called Black Girls Learn Love Hard. It's for my sister Shani, who was murdered by my other sister's husband. And one of these poems is in there. It's called Shanetta Ivory Lenora Brown. Y'all know this girl. My mama named me Shanetta Ivory Lenora Brown, but they call me Sweets. Sweet Ivory Brown. Yeah, Sweet Ivory Brown. Don't make fun of me, keep your name to yourself. I have my own. God knows my name. He screams at me, Lenora, Lenora. He chases me, chasing myself around subjugated street corners through broken needles and gray poison, yelling, Lenora, Lenora, and I run. But he claps for me. He claps for me because I'm a dancer, See me dancing under the moonlight against the violent wind, jamming, my cheap dress falling off my body, my arms outstretched, mouth wide open, leaning against gravity, rhythm in my sleepwalking, my nod be vicious. I am bad, Shanetta Ivory Lenora Brown. Hey sweets, see me dancing to the whistles of early morning birds and cricket chatter. I am a dope fiend, dry bones in the valley of death, the morning crust on the side of your mouth. Know my name, the world loves me this way. The only way they will accept me is free. Laid out against the wet sky, nose running, my soul shaking hysterically, begging for the music. Put on the blues. Put on the blues, man, or let Coltrane blast his horn and my ears drum symphonies. My nod has rhythm. You know me, I'm Shanetta Lenora. It's me, Ivory Brown. Sweets. Watch me tease death, slow dance with the end of it all on the edge of steel and stone. I'm not afraid of dying, I'm already dead. Smell my accomplishment, the economic truth boiling over hell. I like being high, a hope to die dope fiend. I call my Jones by his first name. He's loyal to me, the only thing I can depend on, the constant and market fluctuations. My high is good to me, yeah, so good to me. See me, I dance in storms and hurricanes push on my heart. I seen my spirit talking to serpents and Jesus riding in on ice cream trucks selling love and passing out crack bottles. My Jones got everything I own. I am empty, sweating on top of snow-covered garbage lids and freezing cold Februaries, calling my Jones. Where's my Jones? My cheap dress falling off my body, sweat dripping off my face. Let the maggots feed on me, use me as their excuse to be inhumane, to hate black folks and poor people and women and the streets that give them their chance. But I just ask one thing. I ask one thing from all of you staring at me. The next time you stroll past my limp body into that big beautiful church on the corner, and you find yourself on your knees negotiating with God for your new Mercedes, mention my name if you remember me. Shanetta Ivory Lenora Brown. He knows me. Tell him to reach out. Reach out and grab my face and hold it tight. Yeah, tight. Real tight.